If you want to understand better the nature of God and this world and why things are the way they are, then here's a key statement that might help you. The beauty of this world, with all of its colors, flowers, creatures, seasons, all of that stuff that you see around us, the fragrance, the aromas, the flavors, that is a reflection of God. He created it. He designed it. He came up with it. He invented it in his imagination. It's a reflection of his creativity and how he thinks, what he is into. But if you look at the way of the world, the hate, the greed, the murderers, the thieves, the lies, the violence, all of that, that is a reflection on man, because that has to do with will, with a want, with a mind that chooses. See, the earth is the way it is because this is how it was designed. The earth did not will to be this way. But the way of man on the earth is a result of the will of man, because we, unlike the earth, can choose the way we act. The earth simply obeys its program, but we can do pretty much whatever we want. We can go here, we can go there. And because we have a choice, because we have a will, and we are innately evil, self-absorbed, lovers of ourselves, the earth looks the way it is because we don't care about the earth, we don't care about others. We only care about us. And if I'm gonna have to kill and steal and pillage to get more, then so be it. That's the fallen nature of man. It's not a reflection on God. Do not confuse the verse where it says, let us make man in our image, in our likeness. That was when man was made, before he decided to know good and evil. The knowledge of evil. What is evil? Selfishness. Anything that is self-exaltation. Anything that is harmful and hateful without a righteous cause behind it. To harm, to hurt, to kill, to steal, to covet, to rape, to fornicate. That's not the nature of God. So it's not a reflection on God. But the good that happens on this earth is a reflection on God, because that is a correlation with his character, with his beauty. Those who lay down their life for the servitude of others. Those who sacrifice of themselves for the good of others. Who go and feed the poor and the hungry and the sick, the naked. That's a reflection of God. And it correlates with the beauty of the creation. Now, sure enough, there's some ugly in this creation, because, like I said, we wanted to know good and evil, so the creation itself became corrupt. Now we got all kinds of thorns and thistles and toxic plants and poisonous berries and venomous vipers and spiders and all kinds of creatures of the night that are unholy. It's a part of the curse, but it's not the character of God. That is a result of our will. There were no thorns and thistles in the Garden of Eden. That became a part of the curse. So that might help you understand just a little bit about why things are the way they are, and understand the nature of God versus the nature of man. We became corrupt, and our corruptness infected the earth itself, because the earth is our dominion. And as the king is, so is his kingdom. This is not the kingdom of God, not yet. He will make it his kingdom one day, but until then, we still are in charge of this place for the most part. It's our home, it's our planet. And the planet suffers because we abuse it. He told Israel, if you do what is just and right, if you obey my commandments, you will have rain, you will have prosperity, you will not have any of these wild beasts, you will not have diseases, all of these wonderful things that we all want. But they chose evil, which is why we suffer. It's always been that way. You have dominion, and that means that whatever you do affects your kingdom, the place you live and the people that you govern. A father is over his wife, and together they have dominion over their children. Whatever they do affects the children. If you raise your children in the Lord, if you are faithful and righteous, they are blessed. If you are wicked, if you're a drunk, if you abuse your wife, if you abuse your children, they suffer. It's just the way it is. You have dominion. When the king is righteous, the people rejoice. When the king is wicked, the people lament. It's just the way it is. It is not yet the kingdom of God. But when it will be, we will have everlasting joy because the king is righteous. And he will make sure that his righteousness prevails so that everything and everyone is blessed. Eternal joy, no more weeping and wailing. Eternal happiness. And then, and only then, we will truly and surely see the goodness of God. And every eye will see, every tongue will confess, every knee shall bow. There will be no question who is God, what is God. We will all know him and serve him and do his will. Hallelujah.